Welcome to the 26th Forward Festival. How is everybody doing today?
This is the best day of my life.
One more time. Today is the
Best day of my life.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so we have a lot of people here in Tokyo Plaza, but we also are streaming live on our Facebook pages. We're on Happy Learning, and our contest will be streamed on our official page. So, hello to everyone watching from home or wherever you are. Just want to remind everyone that there's no food or drink in the auditorium, but we have like a pet bottle with a cap. That's okay. Also, while you're seated in the audience, please keep your mask on. And whenever we have 2 or more people on stage, please have some face covering of some kind. Okay? So, we have like so many incredible events for you today, from recitation to speech to drama, presentation. And I also want us to support all our fellow students. So, after each performance, go on the Kajabi app and leave a little comment, okay? So if you can find that, the Forward 26th Festival on the Kajabi app. You can find first the Saturday page and each event listed. So please leave some comments and support your fellow classmates. Before we get underway with all of our Forward featured events, we have one special event that I would like to ask Miyu to introduce. Take it away, Miyu.
Hello, everyone. Let me use Japanese this time. 皆さんお疲れ様です。これからいよいよフェスティバルが始まるということで、昨日の夜から結構エキサイティングで眠れない感じなんですけども、もう夢にも何度もみんなが出てきたりとかしているミヤです。本日はですね、最初のプログラムが GLE の発表会ということで、オンラインで開催されます。GLE はグローバルリーダーシップエデュケーションの略ですけれども、水曜日の朝のドラマクラスに所属していらっしゃる林ベラさんが中心になって、土曜日でした。土曜日の朝、林ベラさん中心になって、8年目になると聞いていますが、のイベントになります。全国各地からの高校がジョインして、今年はですね、ジョインして、国際社会で活躍する次世代を育成するということで、毎年アーティストを海外から招聘して、そちらのアーティストと一緒にイベントを企画したりですとか、ワークショップを企画したりですとか、そういったことを生徒さん主体で進めるという、そういう活動になります。で、昨年からですね、フォワードもローションプログラムでこちらの企画に参画しておりまして、おります。で、今年はですね、上村学園高等部、ですね、こちらは鹿児島から長崎南山学園高等学校、長崎ですね、あと倉敷高校、倉敷からということで、3校、150名の生徒さんが、プログラムを、受講しました。で、レッスン1からレッスン4をみんな、練習したんですけど、10月の21日から4回に分けてレッスンを開催しまして、練習しました。で、先ほどちょっと長くなるんですが、焼肉キングとかアボガドとかホライトキャッツとかシンデレラとかいろんなチームがあるんですけれども、全16チームに分かれて練習するんですが、16個のチームプレゼンテーションをオンラインで先ほど開催してまして、すごかったです。本当に素晴らしいので、ぜひ後で公開されるということなので、こちらは皆さん全部見ていただきたいなと思います。で、これから、発表されるの は150名の中から選ばれた1校から1名選ばれた3人のメンバーが、ここに皆さんと同じようにファイナリストとして、出演します。なので、皆さん言ってください。ぜひ温かい目で、楽しんでいただければなというふうに思います。で、皆さん、高校生のみんなが素晴らしい司会をするので、ここまでにさせていただきます。
左下がミュートとか。
Yeah, let's have a great time.
Okay, since the time is now and everyone's here, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us again. Now, we will begin the GLE portion of the Forward English Festival. I'm Kota Yamaguchi, a third-year student from Nagasaki Nanzan High School. I will serve as the MC for this part of the event. First, I would like to give the audience a brief introduction to GLE. GLE stands for Global Leadership Education. Through GLE, we try to look at the world from a global perspective and aim to become global leaders of the future. As part of this initiative, we invite musicians from abroad to our school and hold concerts and international exchange workshops with them. Unfortunately, due to the spread of COVID-19, we have been unable to welcome anyone to Japan in person since last year. However, with the help of Forward, we have moved to this online format where we can meet artists from abroad and have a recitation contest. Thank you for all your support. Next, I will explain today's program. Out of over 150 candidates between Kurashiki High School in Okayama, Kamimura High School in Kagoshima, and Nanzan High School in Nagasaki, 3 finalists from each school were selected. Today, we will listen to the recitation of one grand finalist from each school, chosen by Mr. Ishiwata. After the recitations, there will be a question and answer session with a special guest, the world-famous opera singer, Mr. Kyu Won-hen. Finally, Mr. Ishiwata will announce the winner of the best recitation. And with that, I would like to introduce our special guest participating all the way from Korea. Mr. Kyu Won-hen is a world-famous baritone with a spectacular career spanning 2 decades and multiple continents. In 2018, he was the star of the GLE concert held at Urakami Cathedral in Nagasaki. We are delighted to welcome Mr. Han back to our GLE program. Hello, Mr. Han. Are you there?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
So, Mr.
Good to
Han,
see you again.
today we are doing recitations of Amanda Gorman's poem, The Hill We Climb. The poem covers the topics of human rights, diversity, and unity from an American viewpoint. But these issues are not uniquely American. Before we get started, could you give the students and audience some comments, Mr. Han?
Yeah, I'm very happy to be back for this wonderful event which will help to grow global leadership for students in Japan. And I'm looking forward to watching the recitation of wonderful 3 students.
Thank you, Mr. Han. We are excited to show you our recitations today. As an entertainer who has performed for audience around the world, please give today's performers some advice after the recitations are finished. Once again, thank you for helping us today.
Thank you.
Now, before we start the recitations, we need to find out who will have the honor of speaking today. Currently, there are 3 finalists from each school. 1 grand finalist from each school will be chosen by Mr. Ishiwata to speak today. Mr. Ishiwata, could you please tell us who our grand finalist will be?
First, I'd like to make the announcement of the finalists from Kamimura Gakuen. The Kamimura Gakuen finalists will be Miss Teruha Kuwahara. Next, from Kurashiki Koko, the finalists will
Sorry,
be
Mr. Ishibata, we can't hear you clearly.
Yu Ikeda. From Natsan High School, Mr. Iwashita. Good luck to you.
Excuse me, Mr. Ishibata, could you repeat who is the finalist from Kurashiki High School?
From Kurashiki High School, you
Yes.
want to know the name of the Kurashiki High School. Okay. Miss Miyu Ikeda. Can you hear it all right? Yes. And then Nanzan, Mr. Yu Iwashita. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ishibata. The grand finalists are, as he said, Kamimura High School, I'm sorry, Mr. Kuwahara from Kamimura High School, and Miss Miyu. I'm sorry if I'm correct. I'm incorrect, but Miyu from I'm sorry. Iwashita from Nagasaki Nanzan High School, and Miss Miyu from Kurashiki High School. Everyone, please give a big hand to the finalists. Okay, thank you, everybody. Now, it is time for the final recitations. Before each recitations, there will be a short self-introduction and some words of encouragement. Kamimura High School, you're up first. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, please give your self-introduction, words of encouragement, and recitation. Now you may start.
It's always a good time. Left in all my clothes like I didn't care. Hop into a cab, take me anywhere. I'm in if you're down to get down tonight. It's always a good time.
Okay.
It's gonna be all.
Hello, I'm Teruha from Kamimura. I'm in first grade. I hope you will enjoy my speech. We close the divide because we know to put our future first. We must first put our differences aside. We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. We seek harm to none and harmony for all. Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true. That even as we grieved, we grew. That even as we hurt, we hoped. That even as we tired, we tried. That we forever be tied together, victorious. Not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division. Scripture tells us to envision that everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. If we are to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we've made. That
is the promise to claim the hill we climb. If only we do it, because being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. Thank you.
So I thank you, Mr. Kuwahara. But I have a question. The final speakers are supposed to speak until lesson 4, right? Miss Bella? Until lesson 4?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So the next speaker, please speak until lesson 4. Okay. Thank you for Kaimura High School, and that was a great speech. Next is Nanzan High School.
Hello, my name is Yu Iwashita. I'm 2-year student at Nanzan High School. When I was in junior high school, I played soft tennis, and I'm more nervous now than at the soft tennis match. But I'll do my best. We close the divide because in order to put our future first, we must first put our differences aside. We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. We seek harm to none and harmony for all. Let the globe, if nothing else, say, this is true. That even as we grieved, we grew. That even as we hurt, we hoped. That even as we tired, we tried, that we forever be tied together victorious. Not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Iwashita. That was a great one too. Finally is Kurashiki High School. Miss Miyu, whenever you're ready, you can start.
Congratulations to Miss Ikeda for participating in the main tournament. I know the sub-leader of Team Alma. She even taught us pronunciations and expressions from different teams. I am very grateful and respectful to you. I'm Satami from the same team as Miss Ikeda. I've seen her much closer, so I know she was doing her best for the recitation contest. I'm sure she'll definitely win. せーの。頑張ってください。
My name is Miyu Ikeda. I like dancing. I'm very nervous about this recitation, but I'll do my best. We close the divide because we know to put our future first. We must first put our differences aside. We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. We seek harm to none and harmony for all. Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true. The even as we grieve, we glue, the even as we hurt, we hope, the even as we tired, we try that we'll forever be tied together, victorious, not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division.
I'm sorry, but we can't hear you.
Sorry, the mic was not on again. So Mr. Han, what did you think? Could you please give some comments to the finalists?
Yes, first of all, I want to congratulate all the students, and I want to also congratulate the other students who participated in this event but who didn't make to the final, because this poem is not easy to present, but today 3 students did an excellent job, and I also really like the introduction, especially the cheerleaders. It was really fun to watch, and I mean, everybody did a good job. Huahara-san, she used her voice very well, really good voice, and the flow was very smooth. It was a good presentation. And also Iwashita-san also did a good job. His speech was like telling a story to friends. It was a very friendly speech. And Ikeda-san from Kurashiki, it was a very dramatic presentation. I could feel her intention, and the energy level was really nice. So all 3 students did a really wonderful job, and I really want to congratulate them.
Thank you, Mr. Han. I think they are very happy to hear your comment. And now it is time for the judges to begin their deliberation. During this time, each school has some questions for Mr. Han, who has kindly joined us today. But as we don't have much time, can I ask you just ask one question from each school? And Kamimura High School, you may ask your question first.
You have to come forward. We can't hear you. Please come forward.
Kamimura High School, do you have any question for Mr. Han? If you do, you can
one
ask
question.
me.
Wait a minute.
What job would you be doing if you want doing your current job?
I started singing when I was in high school, second year in high school. And before that, I wanted to be a lawyer. So if I didn't become a singer, probably I became a lawyer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Han and Kurashiki High School. Kamimura High School, I'm sorry. And next is Kurashiki High School. You may ask question now.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Han.
Nice to meet you.
We have a question. We heard that you've been to Japan many times, right?
Yes.
So could you tell us something interesting, funny, and memorable you've experienced in
My
Japan?
experience in Japan. First of all, I love the food in Japan because I like sushi and kare. I love Japanese food. And everywhere I go, it's very clean, very neat. And I was very much impressed when I went to Japan for the first time.
I think so.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Han in Kurashika High School. Next, finally, Nanzan High School. You can ask question.
When we sing, how can we sing in loud voice?
How can you sing loud voice? It's all about the projection of your voice. If you use your breath well and try to project your voice, then you will make a resonance. And that resonance will carry your sound far and to many people. And that's how you make a loud voice.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Han, for answering those questions.
Thank you.
And finally, let's ask Mr. Han if he could perform for us. I know this is a short notice, but would you be able to share something with us, Mr. Han? Just a little, please.
Yeah, just a little bit because there's no piano and I was not expecting to sing today. Just a little phrase from Climb Every Mountain. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow till you find your dream. Thank you.
Big hand for Mr. Han.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Han. That was a truly wonderful performance. Please visit Japan again soon so we can hear your beautiful voice in person.
Thank you.
Mr. Han, thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Thank you. All the best.
For Mr. Han.
Thank you. Thank you. All the best. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
As we have about 3 minutes left, one more question allowed. So any school wants to ask one more question to Mr. Han?
Back.
Okay. Nanzan High School, one student wants to ask a question.
Okay.
What advice can you give our students in seeking a global perspective?
Now, because of this COVID-19 situation, traveling is very difficult. But I think the best way to get global perspective is traveling as many countries as possible. If you go out and if you see different countries and different culture, and you can widen your view about the world. So go out and travel in many different places. That's my advice.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fan, for answering extra question.
Okay.
Now, it is time for Mr. Ishiwata to announce the winner of the best recitation. Mr. Ishiwata, please.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. My voice is settling down. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Han, thank you very much for joining us again. And the high school students, thank you so much. It's just so impressive. And I heard that you did such a wonderful job giving presentations. So first, I'd like to give you the result of the video presentations. They had the first program where they presented videos like mini festival, mini presentations. If you're ready, are you ready? The third place Video Creative Award goes to Kiribu King. Yeah, Kiribu King. Hamimura High School. Yay. Third place goes to Black Cats. Hamimura Gakuen. The first prize goes to Hamimura Gakuen. Should be excited. I hope they can hear us. I hope they can hear. Okay. At the time has come to make the announcement. But in the first place, I know we still have a couple of minutes. I just want to tell everybody here, especially Ford students, as Miyu said, they really worked hard in making this possible. And I was so impressed by the MC of today's contest. What's your name again? Nanza.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Please have your mic on. Yes?
Oh, my name? Are you asking my name?
Yes.
Okay, I am Kote Yamaguchi.
Yes, Mr. Yamaguchi, thank you very much for organizing the event. And Vera-san, thank you very much for organizing the event. All the helpers and teachers, thank you very much. And I'd like to give the final announcement. The winner of GLE second recitation contest goes to Kurashika High School, Miyu Ikeda.
All right, congratulations to Ms. Ikeda from Kurashiki High School. And thank you to Mr. Ishiwata and everyone from Forward who provided us with this fantastic opportunity to have a recitation contest. Finally, thank you to everyone who joined us in the audience today. Everyone in Tokyo, do your best. This concludes the GLE portion of the Forward English Festival. Thank you everyone, and we wish you luck. Bye.
Well, I know we're going to start soon, but I just wanted to give you the information that I was really impressed. I just wanted to talk about it, but because of the timing, they had their own scripts, so I didn't want to interrupt too much. You know, Vera-san was working for this event, and something incredible happened last night. They were supposed to have a jazz singer from New York, but he got sick after the vaccination, the third booster, and you know he couldn't make it. And then, you know, Vera-san was so shocked because high schoolers are waiting for an opportunity to talk to the artists abroad. So Vera-san contacted Mr. Han, and Mr. Han said, "Of course, for you, I'm for students. I'll be here." That's what I wanted to say. He's not listening, but he's such a wonderful person, Mr. Han, and everybody. And you are so wonderful too. Thank you for being such a great audience. I'm sure you are so pressured by the wonderful performance. But forward recitation recitals begin soon. So newcomers, contestants, please be ready, and we will start as scheduled.